Bumblebee stars Hailee Steinfeld and John Cena. In 1987, an Autobot named B-17 lands on Earth, loses his voice box, and hides in a junkyard. He soon meets Charlie, a teenage girl who needs a friend. Travis Knight directed Bumblebee. He mostly worked in animation. His previous movie was Kubo and the Two Strings, which I haven't seen. I honestly don't watch much animated stuff. I was excited for Bumblebee. I like the trailers. I'm only a casual Transformers fan. I only seen the movies except for the animated movie. Transformers was fine. I seen it 4 times. Revenge of the Fallen was horrible. It's the worst. And the last 3 were okay. I'm a Michael Bay fan, but I'm so glad he left. While I was watching the last night, I could tell he was tired. You could say he was tired for his last 2 movies. He's credited as producer here, but I'm sure it's only a title or a formality. Bumblebee was charming. It's naturally different. Hailee Steinfeld was great. Her career will skyrocket. I own True Grit and Ender's Game. It's a shame it bombed. Charlie is a kind, spunky mechanic. She's sad because her dad passed away from a heart attack. She instantly befriends Bumblebee and tries protecting him. John Cena was good. You could say he was fine. I remember he tried being an action guy. It didn't work out. 12 Rounds was horrible. I tried watching it twice. Anyway. Jack Burns is a Sector 7 agent. He's tough but fair. I guess everyone agrees he's a likable villain or antagonist. The human characters are likable or tolerable. I guess everyone agrees Knight treated them better than Bay. Memo, the nerdy character was bland, he wasn't funny, and he added nothing to the story. Otis, Charlie's younger brother, was fine. He's just comic relief. Bumblebee is similar to E.T. and Iron Giant, which isn't a bad thing. It should be different from the other movies. Bay made the same movie over and over again because he's not a fan. I loved E.T. I've seen it several times. I've seen it on VHS and Netflix last year. I enjoyed Iron Giant, but I've seen it only twice on VHS and cable. Bumblebee has heart, that's right. It's not hollow like the other movies. It has a few emotional scenes. I'm sure some people cried. I nearly cried once. Bumblebee is really funny. I laughed a lot. Not every joke landed, of course. Like I said, Memo wasn't funny. Thankfully, there's no racist jokes, sexist jokes, or humping dogs. Bumblebee himself is naive to Earth, so he wrecks the house as seen in the trailer. The action scenes were fun. They were well filmed. They're simple, which is appropriate since the story is simple. There's only 4 action scenes, which is enough to please fans. We don't need 40 minutes worth of action. It's a character-driven drama, which is really refreshing. There's only 2 Decepticons, which is different. They're bland villains. The robots are redesigned to resemble the G1 robots. Knight is a fan. Cybertron is featured in the prologue. It looks like an alien planet rather than a bland junkyard. I guess Cybertron is a minor location in the shows too. Bumblebee was advertised as a prequel, but it's actually a reboot. You could call it a soft reboot. It's not connected to the other movies. There's no Egypt or World War II references, which is great, because the Transformers being part of our history was silly. I remember reading about a Rome spin-off. I guess the writer smoked a lot of crack. Bumblebee gets a B. It's a fun, charming movie. It's the best Transformers movie, but that's not saying much really. It's similar to E.T. and Iron Giant, which isn't a bad thing. If you're a Transformers fan, go see it, even if you hated the last 2 movies. Thanks, as always, for watching, guys. My Twitter link is down below. Let me know what you think of Bumblebee. Did you like it or hate it? Holmes and Watson came out today. It looks lame, but I may see it eventually. I'm finally upgrading tomorrow. I'm grabbing a cannon. Merry Christmas, YouTube!